"Hello, Jeff. I want to play a game." I was sending some emails when my laptop spoke to me for the first time. Startled, I checked my browser to see where this was coming from. No Facebook, YouTube videos, no ads, nothing. Then, inside the email I was writing, text appeared out of nowhere. It said, "I have your phone." As I looked at my screen, the voice spoke again. 3, 2, 1. My phone suddenly powered down. This was unnerving, to say the least. The phone rebooted to the setup screen. I was still clinging to hope that this was some weird coincidence or some glitch. I entered my login information to restore it, but it wasn't accepted. "Speak to you soon," the voice said again. As I turned my eyes to my laptop, a message popped up telling me that my Gmail account information was wrong. I was being hacked, and I panicked. I've always thought this could only happen to big corporations, government websites, or public figures. There are over 40 million attacks in the U.S. every year, and I had joined the growing number of victims. Anyone can be a target. Frantically, I grabbed my wife's phone and called tech support service. It wasn't the first call they had had that day about my account. At 4:33 p.m., according to their tech support records, someone called claiming to be me. They said the caller reported that he couldn't get into my email. At 4:50 p.m., a password reset confirmation arrived in my inbox. I didn't check it. Then they were able to follow the link in that email to permanently reset my password. It all happened so fast. At 4:52 p.m., a Gmail password recovery email arrived in my mailbox. 2 minutes later, the password was changed. The hacker, had also reset my Twitter and Facebook passwords. I was completely locked out of social media. As I was speaking to customer support, a warning message popped up on screen. While reading it, my blood boiled with anger. It said that all my files were now encrypted, and the only way to access them was to pay 5 bitcoins, about $2,000. I could still access my computer, but all my documents, all my pictures and videos were gone. All I could see was a text document telling me that my files were encrypted. Pay or never see them again. I tried closing the warning message, but it kept popping up over and over again. I had 3 days to follow the very detailed instructions on how to purchase and pay. All of my data, including those irreplaceable pictures of my family, of my child's first year, and relatives who have now passed from this life, were locked. And I had only a small amount of time to get them back. My past was being held hostage. I tried restarting the computer, but the same pop-up message appeared. The files were still gone. I couldn't access my phone, my tablet, and my laptop, and I was being extorted. Worst of all, this had the potential to destroy my livelihood. My name is Jeff Walker. I run a small conservative newsletter, and I've dedicated my life to uncovering the truth on what the government is trying to hide from the American people. This means that I wrote to my patriotic subscribers about a lot of sensitive topics on the economy, foreign policy, and survival knowledge. And as a dedicated conservative and prepper myself, I thought that my home security was bulletproof and that I was prepared for anything that could threaten the safety of my family. I was proven wrong. My first thought was that government surveillance had finally caught up to me, and they had decided to put their jackboot on my throat, so I was a bit hesitant about going to the police. What happened next really sent shivers down my spine. The hacker sent a link to my wife's phone with the message, "I see you." Attached to the message was a link to a website with pictures from our home. Some were taken with the laptop camera, while others were clearly taken from the surveillance cameras we had installed to protect against burglars. That was the final straw. I had failed my family and left them vulnerable to some punk with a laptop. Everything I had learned, all of the cutting-edge survival techniques and all gear, felt utterly useless. God knows what else he could do. We decided to go to the police. A report was filed, and the officer said they will investigate, but he was not very optimistic about finding the hacker or making him stop at the moment. Internet thugs are generally miles ahead of law enforcement when it comes to hacking. Don't get me wrong, the charges were very serious, identity theft, extortion among them. Yet just like me, law enforcement seemed powerless. Fortunately, he had not yet sent anything to my subscribers, as this would potentially ruin my life's work. Using the information from emails or work-related files, hackers cause immense damage to businesses and destroy reputations. I managed to write to them, warning of what was happening right now and asking them if they had a solution. This is where my luck started to change. One of the members of the community, who introduced himself as Anthony Stark, said he was a white hat hacker. He's one of the few people in the world to whom large corporations and government agencies pay thousands of dollars an hour to try to hack their servers in hopes that they'll find holes and vulnerabilities that can be patched before a malicious hacker gets hold of them. He asked me to meet him and told me to bring all of my devices so he could see firsthand what happened. The moment we started talking, I realized Anthony, also known online as Gatekeeper, was a tech wizard. He instantly knew how the hacker got in by using an elaborate phishing scheme. You should really pay attention to the next few minutes, as this is used by many hackers and has the power to ruin your entire life. By running a Whois search on my conservative newsletter service, the hacker found out who hosted my site and registered an available domain name that was one letter away from it. The hacker then sent me a convincing-looking email that claimed to be from my security team of the email service provider, asking me to go to the page they had set up and download an update that would improve the security of my site. Tony said that the hacker could mimic most websites to do this, including social networks like Facebook or Twitter, online shopping sites like Amazon or Alibaba, or even internet service providers like Comcast. The update I installed was malware that allowed the hacker to remotely log into my computer and execute commands as if it were his own, essentially giving him control of my entire machine, hence the robot voice. From his computer, the hacker used my laptop's text-to-speech function to ask me if I wanted to play his game. When I connected my phone to my laptop, my phone was compromised too, and he could remotely turn on apps, turn on the phone camera, turn it off and on whenever he pleased. From now on, hacking me was as easy as figuring out what he wanted and taking it. He installed a keylogger that captured every letter I typed and used it to steal my login information, which meant he got all of my passwords too. He found my Dropcam credentials and used it to spy on my house through my own security system. He could watch me and my family through my laptop, phone cameras, and through my home security system. He could listen to everything I said through the microphone of my laptop or phone. It was exactly as you might see it done in a movie. What's even more terrifying is that Anthony said that the hacker wasn't even a very good one, and that the damage done was mild compared to what he could really do. It's ridiculous, Anthony said. He has control of your digital life in its entirety. He has all your credentials and your access to all your financial information, all your personal information. He can pay people with your bank account or your Amex account. He just chose not to do it. Worst of all, there are detailed tutorials online to do everything that was done to me. And it doesn't require more than 2 to 3 days of work to do it. If someone is determined to mess with you and ruin your life, it is very easy to do it, especially if the victim is unprepared or unaware. If the hacker wanted, he could have done unspeakable damage, draining my bank account, ruining my credit score, using secrets from my email inbox to ruin my reputation, anything, really. And there was very little I could do about it. After hearing this, I thought about throwing my laptop and phone into the ocean, moving to the mountains, and becoming a disconnected hermit. But a hermetic life isn't an option for me. I need to live and work in this insecure, interconnected digital world. And I believe that just as everyone learned to secure their home, they should start securing online activity. The scary thing is that, as I said before, hacking tutorials are available easily, and almost anyone can become an internet thug with just a little effort invested. Worst of all, it can be a profitable business. Anthony explained that all my private files had become locked behind encryption, and there was a very slim chance I would get them back, even if I paid the $2,000 sum the hacker wanted. Think of the Apple encryption story. Only this time, Instead of keeping others from accessing the files, I was the one kept out. And without the key, I would never be able to get them back. It's called ransomware, and it has spread fast since it was invented back in 2011. And even state-run institutions are not safe. The Hollywood Presbyterian recently paid 40 bitcoins, equivalent to approximately $17,000, to regain access to their files after being targeted with ransomware. Now, if this doesn't sound that scary to you, even though it should, then you might want to know that in 2015, hackers have managed to fork over $500 from a police department in Tewksbury, Massachusetts. Yes, the police paid hackers to get access back to their files. As painful as it was to lose all those important files and treasured memories forever, I was determined not to pay up. Gatekeeper helped me clean the malware off my laptop, remove the shell program that was installed, change the settings that allowed for remote access. He also helped me take back my email and social media accounts. He explained that people don't usually take even the most basic steps to protect their digital security. Like in real life, the real danger isn't the expert hacker attacking you. It's the punk with a laptop who notices that your stuff is unlocked and decides to mess with you for fun and profit. But there are steps each of us can take to deter the common punks looking to hustle online. Many of the members of my online conservative newsletter were very interested in what happened during the hacker attack, and they were scared and worried the same could happen to them. They wanted advice on how to protect themselves from these internet bandits, and Anthony had all the know-how to do it. Thing is, even if they don't know it, many Americans are in danger right now. Some hacker might be trying to get into your computer as you're watching this video. It's time for you, too, to open your eyes and see the reality for what it is. Truth is, the internet has become a genuine virtual jungle. And just like any other jungle, if you're not aware of the dangers lurking around you, you're in big trouble. Think of it like this. On the internet, you're just a sheep, hoping that the wolves will never find you. But make no mistake, they will look for any way to get to you and do irreversible damage to you and your family. This information on defense against hackers had to be shared with as many law-abiding Americans as possible, so they could be safe again while using the internet. So, together with Gatekeeper, we devised a comprehensive guide based on his far-reaching hacking knowledge for the average Joe. This is how Cyber Defense Protocol was born. The definitive guide on internet security and privacy, written by concerned Americans for other concerned Americans. Cyber Defense Protocol is split into super easy-to-follow chapters. Here's a short preview of information you'll find in our Internet Safety course. In Chapter 1, you'll discover how to recognize a phishing attack. Remember, this was the way the hacker got into my devices and how he could take control of my digital life. Armed with this knowledge, you'll be able to prevent 100% of these very dangerous online attacks and feel much safer while browsing the internet. You will also discover how to protect all of your computers from viruses, worms, trojans, and other types of malware for free. Finally, you can breathe a sigh of relief, knowing that not even the most inoffensive little virus ever will go through the security fortress you've built around your home network. In Chapter 2, you'll learn how to set the strongest password for every one of your accounts. You'll have the knowledge to set the safest passwords that will leave hackers and cybercriminals scratching their heads. How to use email in maximum security. This will ensure you and your family the safest way to send and receive emails free of scams and other malicious cyber attacks. In Chapter 4, you'll discover how to conduct the safest online transactions. With the knowledge presented here, you'll be able to make online transactions in total secrecy and maximum protection. And you'll sleep better at night, knowing that your money is safe from internet bandits. How to properly send, browse, and download files off the internet. You and your family will be able to carelessly browse, send files, and download anything off the internet, knowing they will be 100% protected no matter what danger awaits them. How to achieve maximum security on social media websites. Offer your family the experience of going to the most popular websites on the internet without a care in the world, knowing that their privacy is top-notch and their photos, conversations, and any other data are invulnerable to any kind of cyber attack. how to protect your privacy offline, which includes how to lock down your credit, smartphone, and tablet. With this simple guide, you'll have access to a step-by-step process which will keep your credit, smartphones, laptops, and tablets safe. Mobile devices are becoming a new hot target, and there are steps you can take day one to make them hack-proof. In the last chapter, you'll discover how to go online invisible and how to cover any track you leave behind. Now this is where we get into the real nitty-gritty. How to delete what is already out there about you and can be linked to you. We will also show you how you can maintain a presence online anonymously. This is how to prevent NSA's thugs from reading and listening to everything you say. You must read this chapter if you read nothing else. Honestly, what Anthony and I did with this book is, without a doubt, one of our biggest accomplishments. We're extremely proud of it, and we think it's the only guide available on the market that perfectly encompasses only the finest methods concerning internet privacy and all the secrets hackers don't want you to know. Now, Anthony charges big companies hundreds of dollars an hour for his services, and they know it's worth every penny. Hacking secrets and internet protection have become vital for big corporations, but even us little guys need to be safe on the internet from most threats. Everyday Americans should know how to keep their laptops, phones, and tablets private. I spent about 100 hours talking to customer support to fix the damage, and lost all my files and precious memories, all thanks to an internet parasite. But it could have been much worse. As Anthony pointed out, he could have emptied my bank accounts, ruined my credit score, and my reputation, not to mention the violation of intimate space he subjected my family to. Could you imagine someone snooping on your most private moments or conversation from miles away? Taking video and pictures of you in your own house through your laptop or surveillance system? Or even worse, leaking private pictures on the internet. It's already happened to celebrities. Remember that in 2014, almost 500 intimate pictures of famous actresses and singers were published by a hacker for everyone to see? No one should be subjected to that humiliation. Let's face it, we all need to protect our privacy online and create a safe space for our family. And it should not cost us an arm and a leg. That's why he is offering Cyber Defense Protocol for the discount price of $37. Money is not a primary incentive anymore for Anthony. We only need this small contribution to self-fund this presentation and to keep it online for as long as we can and share it with as many law-abiding Americans as possible. And we can take it even further. Try our guide now, and you'll receive what me and Anthony Gatekeeper like to call our Second Thoughts All Money Back Guarantee. It's super simple. Go through our guide, and if during a 60 days period you're having second thoughts about your purchase for any reason, you can go to the members area and you'll get your entire investment back. We are 100% sure you'll love this book from the first few pages. But this is just to show you how confident we are with our work of labor. I get a lot of emails from people asking me, my friend can't afford the book right now. Is it okay if I send it to him? Not only is it okay, we encourage you to do it. That's the point of everything we're doing, to spread the messages and teach Americans how they can defend themselves against hackers. After everything I've been through, trust me, the only thing I want to see is people being safe from hackers, scammers, and every kind of cyber criminal. I don't want anybody to experience the same feelings of terror and helplessness as I did. I'm just thankful I was only subjected to a mild attack and took measures to keep any other would-be assailant out in time. At one time, I honestly thought of going offline forever. But now, by using the tricks Anthony showed me, I have found a new sense of safety and freedom online, and you can do it too. Go through the guide, and if you don't think it's that easy to use or it doesn't help you protect your bank accounts or email addresses, it doesn't get you rid of all kinds of viruses and spyware. With just 4 clicks, you'll get every single penny of your money back. I think this is a true testament of how much we care about your online security and how much we want you to never worry about hackers again. My job here is done. Now, it's up to you. I've guided you through every corner of the internet. I've showed you what dangers lurk there and how easily they can destroy your life. Now, we've arrived at a crossroads, and I can't help you with your choice. Here are the 3 possible paths. Path 1, do nothing and ignore the danger. It's the easiest path. It's so easy to not care. It's easy to just close this window right now and return to your state of vulnerability. But think about this for a second. Do you want to become another parent whose daughter has been spied on while she was changing in her room, by some of the most perverted people on the face of the earth? Or maybe you'd like to pay a hefty ransom to get your important files back because you had the misfortune of accidentally downloading a malware which completely freezes your computer. Or have your bank account emptied, your credit score and reputation ruined because you chose to stay unprotected? No one's going to blame you for ignoring this, but you'll have to carry the burden that you didn't do everything you could for the safety of your loved ones. Path 2. Research and learn everything by yourself. Like I said, I researched everything there was to know about online privacy and security for 4 years, and it wasn't enough compared to the treasure trove of information Anthony, Gatekeeper, revealed to me. Keep in mind that this guy was an excellent hacker for much of his life. I'm 100% sure you won't find anywhere another hacker that'll reveal to you his best-kept secrets about internet privacy. More so, he doesn't want you to know this kind of stuff. Path 3. Get Cyber Defense Protocol right now for you and your family. All the hard work, the research has already been done. If you care about how safe you and your family are when surfing the internet and are willing to do anything to protect them from hackers and perverts, this is the best option for you. This is the kind of stuff that'll make you sleep like a baby at night, knowing that you're offering them the best internet protection available 24/7, 365 days a year. All you have to do is click the Get Instant Access button right now. Now, with all the specialized internet security information I'm going to divulge in this one-of-a-kind system, it's just a matter of time before the master hackers shut down. They do not want ordinary folks like you figuring out their backdoor tricks and will probably have this site shut down. Isn't your personal privacy and security worth more than it would cost to have a steak dinner at Olive Garden? I think there's never been a better time to take your privacy and security into your own hands. With my experience, this easy-to-use book, and your independent, do-it-yourself spirit, you can do this. After all, no one else is going to do it for you. Imagine living free of paranoia about getting your online life stolen from you, or worse. Imagine the peace of mind you'll have, knowing that your information is secured. Imagine controlling you and your family's privacy. No more paranoia, no more fear. And don't worry, my triple secured server and credit card system will ensure that your information is completely safe. I never see your actual credit card number, and I will never, ever sell, rent, or lose your personal information. I know for a fact that you're just like me, a person with a developed do-it-yourself spirit. And coupled with this guide, you're going to be like one of those scuba divers in a cage surrounded by tons of sharks. No one's going to touch you. So, I've showed just how unforgiving the internet can be and how easily hackers can seize control of your webcam. I've showed you how far they can go with their felonies, how they can destroy the lives of even the most well-known celebrities and big companies. All the terrible things they can do if they get a hold of just your name and social security number. I've taken you through their secret online hideout and showed you what sick and deranged stuff lie there. I'm sorry to tell you, but only a fool would walk away from this after everything I've told you. Do you think you're prepared to resist them? Do you think your firewall and antivirus programs that you have installed on your computer right now are enough? I highly doubt it. They'd probably laugh in your face if they knew just how unprepared you are. I would never sit by and do nothing while others steal everything I've built my entire life, every dollar I've saved, with no remorse, in just a couple of minutes. I simply can't ignore all this. And I hope neither can you. Click the button below and give yourself and your family some much-needed peace of mind when going online. Here are some questions I've been getting from people, some of which have probably crossed your mind while reading this special report. Wow, I didn't know hackers are that dangerous, but what exactly can they do to you? The scope of what they can do is infinitely wide. They can trick you into infecting your computer with countless viruses, spyware, malware, and all kinds of worms that'll slow down your computer and ultimately wipe out all of your files. They can open your webcam and spy on you whenever they feel like it. They can find out your credit card information and leave you penniless. They can steal your identity and commit countless felonies in your name. The worst part is that they're extremely careful and will probably never be held liable for anything they're doing. You've got to understand that we're living in a time when even those seemingly inoffensive, nerdy kids can destroy someone's life with just a computer. It doesn't necessarily have to be a burglar or criminal. What makes Cyber Defense Protocol much better than all the other books on internet security and privacy? You can't even compare Cyber Defense Protocol to other books on internet security. This one's in its own league. Why? Because it's written in collaboration with an actual hacker who knows how they think, how they work, and all of their secrets. It doesn't get much better than that. Trust me, after going through it for a day or two, you'll be able to build the strongest cyber fortress around all of your emails, Wi-Fi networks, bank accounts, personal information, social media accounts, and many more. What if I buy it and then decide it's not so useful after all? Honestly, I highly doubt that you won't find all the tips, tricks, and other hacker secrets Gatekeeper and I crammed into this book useful. But, because we care a lot about you folks, after you buy it, you're backed up by our Second Thoughts all money back guarantee, which goes on for 60 days after the purchase. All you have to do is, and we will refund all of your money. As for the book, you can keep it. I'm sure you'll find it useful one day.